everyone. I hope your week has gone well. I am back with inspiring stories from around the world, and today I have a special guest. I'll be joined by one of our dear friends, and he'll be sharing his insights and experiences in working with Givelight. Assalamualaikum, Naseer.
Salam, Dian. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tell us about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Naseer Riaz, and in addition to my primary career, I'm also the current president of Desert Moon Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit founded to continue the legacy and dreams of my late wife, Naseer Riaz, who tragically passed away about 3 years ago. Our team is comprised of family and friends and amazing donors who help to propel change through our platform and projects, and working with various organizations such as yourself.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and may Allah bless Afshin and you and everyone who is part of the amazing foundation. Why do you believe in our mission?
Oh, great question. I believe in change, and I believe change is best accomplished through action and not so much theory. I also believe that all people are capable of doing really good, not only for themselves, right, but also give back and in return for others, right, and do well for others. But sometimes there are setbacks in our lives that are no fault of our own, that sometimes debilitate that stride. We take a step back. But we at Desert Moon Foundation hope that by working with organizations such as yourself, we're able to provide that spark of hope that helps to bring about, essential change to the most vulnerable, those that often have the highest hill to climb. Dian, every child, irrespective of their environment, has the same desire to feel wanted, to feel there is hope, to see a version of themselves that they're proud of. Those are some of the reasons why we enjoy working with you, and we believe in your work.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Talk a little bit about some of the works that we've done together, maybe some of the highlights and the one that you think are really meaningful to you.
Wow. Dian, I didn't realize you were going to ask such challenging questions, because that's really tough, because I don't want it to seem that there is a hierarchical order to any of the projects that we worked on, right? But since you've asked, two come to my mind immediately. The very first Ramadan Eid project that we helped sponsor, it had been a little less than a year since Afshin had passed. And it was the first major project we did in her spirit. I felt her presence with me the entire time.
Were you referring to the Kindle books? You want to talk a little bit about that? Because I think that is also very special to our kids. They have never owned anything fancy, and then suddenly they have this beautiful Kindle. I have some pictures to that I think I've shared with you. How do you feel about that?
That's still, that's what I was saying, is we worked on so many exciting projects, and it's hard to pick one or two, but you're right. I think that one, it allowed our entire team. So, yes, you and I talked about it, we dreamed it, and there was just this vision that I had in mind, but it was really the extended team at Desert Moon that helped to pull it together.
We tested in Sri Lanka and Morocco, so inshallah, we will expand to other homes as well.
Inshallah, we'll be there.
Awesome. Okay, last question. What are your hopes and dreams for our children, and your advice for them?
It's probably the same dreams that I have for my children, my nieces and nephews, my friends' children, right? I hope that they never settle or accept how things have always been. There's real truth to their own story, right? And they need to understand and build their own values, their standards, and always stay true to those. Just know your past is part of your amazing story, and now you control the way the chapters are written going forward. So make it a memorable one.
That's beautiful. So we give them a beautiful home, like the one you see behind me is one of the homes, right? And ability to study and to be loved and have dignity. So thank you so much for enforcing that. And for all of you listening, I hope you are inspired by the story, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, keep spreading love and
light.
Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Salam.